It's the NFL on EA Sports. And coming up, we'll see Justin Jefferson. He's putting together one of the better seasons in league history. It's the Vikings and the Bears, and it's all up next.
It is time for football as we welcome you to another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. So good to have you with us, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson here in the booth. Partner, these are a couple of teams that struggled a year ago, finished out of the playoffs. They were under 500, but that's what you love about the NFL. A new season brings renewed opportunity. The rookie from Alabama, Will Riker, to get us started. Off we go from Soldier Field. This is going to be returned from right around the goal line. He'll come across the 20 and taken down at the 21-yard line. The Bears come out with their quarterback, Caleb Williams. All of Chicago hoping this is the man who can finally answer that long search for a franchise quarterback for the Bears. He won the Heisman. He's the #1 overall pick in this past year's draft.
Quick look at the box score. You'd think, okay, 3 touchdowns, no interceptions. They clearly won the game, but it wasn't the case. And what that tells me is they're just not getting enough contribution from the entire team. He had a really nice day. Some things that he still needs to clean up, but can they get better balance on the offensive side of the ball? And then, frankly, they need to make more plays on defense and get more contribution out of the special teams. This can't just be a team that puts all the pressure on the quarterback position and says, hey, go out every week and just win us the game by yourself.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down.
Well, here early on, if this pass rush continues to get home at this rate, this is going to be a long day for this offense. They're going to have to put some extra guys in there, mix in some play action, keep this pass rush off balance.
We'll try to run for it. Taking advantage of the room to run, a gain of 19 on the scramble. From the 34 now, it's 1st and 10. First run of the game here for DeAndre Swift. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
Coming off that edge, Mike, you have to quickly determine, is this a pass or is it a run? And once he realized it was a run, he's able to shed his blocker, make the play, no gain.
That'll be caught by DeAndre Swift. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down. A play fake. Oh, got him again the 2nd time with a sack on this opening drive. On 4th down, here's the rookie, the Aussie, 4th-round pick, Torrey Taylor, to punt for Chicago. Brandon Powell returns for the Vikings. And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Vikings led out by the rookie, J.J. McCarthy. Won the national championship at the University of Michigan. Wasn't asked to throw it a ton during that championship run, but very athletic, very impressive. And Greg, he's the guy for the Vikes.
Anytime you cross the 500-yard threshold in a single game, Mike, you're clearly doing something right. They did not have an answer for him or this offense at all last week, and now it's up to this defense to see if they can cool off this hot arm. The good news, they've had all week to watch and come up with a game plan to take away some of the areas that he had success in last week. But to accomplish something like that against this guy, it's going to be a lot easier said than done.
Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Opening carry of the game for the speedster, Devon A-Chain. He'll bring this to the 40. That's good enough to move those chains. It's a first down.
Second down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. From the shotgun, it's a throw from McCarthy. He'll get this complete to Trent Sherfield. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
Own defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick because that ball is coming out.
And it'll be taken down at the 25-yard line.
This is how you draw up your opening possession when you're on the road. The longer the drive goes, the quieter the crowd gets. Continue to mix in that run game. Let's see if they can finish off by putting this ball in the end zone.
Once again, it's A-Chain. And this time they are ready for it. Thrown for a loss. And it's second down.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
Throwing on second down is McCarthy. Got a man, that's Sherfield. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line.
It's like a textbook, methodical, efficient NFL drive. 4 for 4 throwing the ball, mixing in some run. You're just marching the ball downfield at your will, and they get a fresh set of downs now to see if they can convert this nice drive into some points.
He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe he gets a yard out of that one. It's second down. From the gun, here's McCarthy. Over the middle, that's the tight end Hawkinson. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. They'll look to pick this up, 3rd and a yard. On 3rd and a yard, it's McCarthy. And he'll take it on in. Justin Jefferson. Touchdown, Vikings. 17 touchdowns now on the year. On now for the extra point. Here's Will Riker. The kick is good. And the Vikings will take a 7-0 lead. Riker out now, following the touchdown, as he kicks this one away. This placed in the back of the landing zone. He'll return it from the 1. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. The Bears offense ready now for their second drive. They were forced to punt the first time through. It led to a touchdown, so down 7-0 as they get the ball back for 1st and 10. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. A lot of terrific quarterbacks from Southern California, and here's another one. The rookie gets his team a first down.
Those that loved his matchup, he allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
A gain of 11 on that one. Good for a Bears first down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
This pass caught. Right side, it's Allen. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
It's a really critical conversion here because after not scoring on your opening drive, you just can't afford to follow that up with a 3-and-out. So you find yourself down 7-0. Sustain this drive, and at the very least, see if you can come away with some points.
They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Here's 2nd and 6. On the bootleg, it's Williams. Quick throw here is complete. And this drive's going to continue. He's taken down, but they are set up with 1st and goal. Cross right side to the tight end, Komet. And he gets to the outside and takes it in. Cole Komet, touchdown Bears.
When you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their 2nd possession.
Now Cairo Santos to add the point after. He's got it. And the Bears will tie things up at 7-7 here in the opening quarter. We're all tied, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. To return, it's Brandon Powell. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. A short one taken by Hawkinson. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. On the handoff, this is Achane. He'll take this for a couple, but the official signal, he has enough, 1st down.
This offense, they're not interested in taking the deep shot here. 2nd and short, the way they're running the ball, pound the rock, reset the downs, and just keep the drive alive.
On 1st down, here's McCarthy. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. A touchdown apiece here in the 1st quarter of play. All even on the scoreboard. We're back to Soldier Field after this. They'll come up now for second down and 4. Looking to throw. McCarthy. Quick throw, taken in. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback. Getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Still first down.
To throw is McCarthy. And this ball batted away and incomplete. Evan Byard, the veteran who's broken up a few passes in his day, gets to that one.
It's his ability to change direction. He's able to go from his back pedal to then driving that route fast enough that he gets to the ball immediately as it arrives, and he's able to knock it down.
To the left side and taken in by Jefferson. They'll be marked down very close to the first down. They got 14 to the 15 that they needed. It's going to set up a manageable 3rd and short.
They may not have moved the chains, but with what they were dealing with there on 2nd down, that's a really nice pickup because now it opens up your play call sheet on 3rd down where it's a little bit more manageable.
3rd and a yard. To the air once more is McCarthy. He'll let this go deep for Jefferson. And the Bears are going to get the football at their own 23.
When you find yourself in this situation, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
On 1st and 10, it's Williams. That's complete. Commit with the catch.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. On the give, it's Swift. He'll have a first down as he gets this up close to the 40-yard line.
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on 2nd down, knowing they had 3rd and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the first down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
He makes one man miss, but stop quickly as they hold him to a gain of 1. Here's 2nd and 9. A play fake, and they'll throw with Williams. That is left side and taken in by Allen.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
They'll try to run for it. It's Swift. DeAndre Swift inside the 20. A big run. They finally get to him and bring him down.
Wow, I mean, he's going to be disappointed he wasn't able to take that all the way, but that's still a heck of a run. In the end, after a good tackle to save the touchdown, they're still going to be set up with 1st and goal.
So the big play gets him down close. And now it's 1st and goal. They'll run with Johnson. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down. Now Williams. And he's in. Cole Kmet. Touchdown, Chicago. That's his second touchdown of the game. He's doubled his season output. He now has 4. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer. Because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
On is Santos for the PAT. The kick is good. And the Bears will move out to a 14-7 lead. So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. Ty Chandler now to bring it back. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. Here comes the rookie out of Michigan, J.J. McCarthy, heading out for the next Vikings possession. He had the touchdown pass earlier, adding to his season total. You get a look at the NFL leaders in touchdown passes to this point this season. On 1st and 10, it's McCarthy. Again, working deep downfield. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
I think he chalked this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Give up the middle with Swift. And he will not be able to get free. Picking up only a yard. Now it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, it's Williams from the gun. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down. Rome Odunze, the one he was looking for. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average. And frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
On 4th down, it's Cairo Santos on for the Bears field goal. And he missed it. It's no good. And this is going to remain a 1-possession game.
And this is the danger of trying these long field goals. Remember, Mike, if you miss, the other team gets the ball at the spot of the kick. So it's going to end up setting them up for great field position as they start this next drive.
Throwing here on 1st and 10 is McCarthy. This one complete right side. And he is out of bounds all the way down at the 30-yard line. That's good for 27 and a 1st down. They send him right out of the slot. On 1st and 10, it's McCarthy. The ball comes out, and the defense has it. And there it is. The defense comes up with the big play, forcing the fumble as they get their offense right back on the field. Coming up, Greg, with a big turnover.
Taking the ball away, Mike, has really become an art form in the NFL. Some teams are good at it, some teams not so much. But in this case, great job by the defense taking that one away.
Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. From the shotgun, it's Williams. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So
under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front, because right now, their pass protection is breaking down, and this quarterback's paying the price for it.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. Justin Jefferson and this Vikings offense heading out for their next possession. And he's been as involved as anyone in the league in the middle part of the season, the NFL leader in receiving yards to this point. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's a throw from McCarthy. Thrown left side, the catch is made. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
In motion, it's Jefferson. Throw to the right flat. It is caught. And he'll wind up out of bounds past the 45-yard line. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a 1st down.
There's nothing harder in sports than being a young rookie starting quarterback. So here you have J.J. McCarthy. We saw him accomplish everything there was to have in Michigan in college, and now he finds himself in the league trying to make the adjustment. But if there's one thing every rookie quarterback would love to have, Mike, it's Justin Jefferson.
That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a 1st down.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
McCarthy gonna look to throw again. And for the 3rd time in this first half, he's been intercepted. Picked off by Tyreek Stevenson. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead. On the ground, it's Swift. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
The offensive line doing a great job opening these run lanes. They have been there this entire first half, and I think if I'm this play caller, until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away, I think I'm just going to keep turning around.
And he will score. DJ Moore. Touchdown Bears. And the show continues. What a first half he's had, Greg. A 3rd touchdown pass with that one.
Mike, what stood out to me the most so far is just the amount of space these guys have had to operate in. I think if I'm this defensive coordinator, me and my staff at halftime are revisiting this game plan. They obviously felt good about it coming in, but I don't think there's anything to feel good about thus far.
Santos for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Bears will take a 21-7 lead. So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. Chandler now to return it. Oh, he tries to lateral the ball, but it's a mistake. That ball's out. Special teams has come up with the recovery. Special teams comes through again. We don't talk about it nearly enough, but sometimes the biggest plays of the game happen, like that one. The kickoff return, fumble, recovered, and momentum swings again.
Everybody loves to see a big return, Mike, but the priority of any kick return unit, just give your offense a chance to possess the ball. And in this case, they don't do that. They turn the ball over, and now they find themselves back out there on defense.
They'll run with Swift. He'll be wrapped up there down at the 3-yard line. The ball a little closer now. It is 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to be taken down as we hit the 2-minute warning here in this first half. Good job so far by the defense protecting the short field. Now it's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Swift. And he's going nowhere on this one. Met and dropped behind the line. And now it is 4th and goal.
That 3rd down stop, Mike, now changes the entire approach of this offense. You're thinking to yourself, all right, it's 3rd down. Let's run it on up in there. If we don't score, we still have 4th down in our back pocket. But now the defense takes you back for a loss. So what do you do now?
He makes up for the earlier miss. This time, the kick is good. And the Bears have run out to a 24-7 lead. Cairo Santos, following the made field goal, back out to kick this one away. Powell now to bring it back. He'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. They'll start on the ground. It's Achane. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. They face 2nd down and 7. And the back judge throws the flag. He looks at the ball, looks at the clock. Clock says 0. That's a delay of game. Throwing on 2nd down is McCarthy.
Say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
To the air on 3rd down is McCarthy. Oh, he pumps up the football. And this is taken in by the defense. Well, the ball comes out, and the scramble for it, it ends up becoming a turnover, and the offense walks off the field disappointed with that fumble.
Mike, when you look at a stat sheet at the end of the game and you want to determine which...
To the goal line and in. Keenan Allen. Touchdown, Chicago.
Just a really nice job, Mike, especially just staying poised. Pressure situation, you know how important it is to steal some points before the half. But everybody's in control. Everybody understood the situation and the clock. And they're able to finish that half in style with that late touchdown.
On is Santos for the PAT. He's got it. And the Bears add on one more as they extend their second quarter lead. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. In motion, it's Jefferson. They will start it on the ground to run that clock. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. So we hit halftime along the lakefront here in Chicago, and the Bears are on top as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Michael, we'll get back to you and Greg in just a little bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We'll get started up at Lucas Oil Stadium in the capital city of Indianapolis.
And instead, why don't we get right back to it as we'll get ready for the third quarter. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. The Vikings offense and J.J. McCarthy getting set for their next possession. And the turnovers have really been the story here. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. The tight end Hawkinson starts the motion. McCarthy now to throw on 1st and 10. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. From the gun, here's McCarthy. His throw left side is complete. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
Jalen Johnson had the good coverage and is able to knock that one away. Throwing again is McCarthy. That's taken in by Achane. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line.
And what really stands out about this drive is the ability of the quarterback to really spread the ball around to multiple targets and put so much pressure on the defense, deciding who do they want to account for, because no matter who they try to take away, the quarterback's doing a nice job of finding the open man.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line.
We've now seen this quarterback show that he can beat you from both inside and now outside of the pocket. The ability to use his legs to flush out and buy time for his receivers. They uncover downfield, leads to a big pickup.
Quick throw here is complete. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
Another great throw, and that's been the story as you check out these numbers. I mean, he has done everything this team has asked of him and more.
So they move inside the 20, 1st and 10 at the 18. To throw once more, here's McCarthy. thrown into a sea of bodies, but it's complete.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is. This is what every defense in the league is shooting for, Mike. Negative plays. That's how you kill drives. Force teams to play from behind the sticks. Great job here, taking them down for a loss.
McCarthy from the gun here on third down. That one into the hands of Jefferson.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. Now they got a fourth down decision to make.
They can still pick up a first down here, and they'll line up to go for it on fourth down. Getting the tough yards, they'll go with their fullback. He is in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finished it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6. Everything's about matchups, especially down here this close to the goal line. I think my guy's better than your guy. I'm going to put him in a position to have success, throw it up to him, and let him do the rest.
This one deep in the landing zone. He'll return it from the 2. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. DeAndre Swift and the Bears offense set for their next possession. The next drive about to get started. Before it does, I want to take a look ahead at what's coming up this week. Tonight, Sunday Night Football, Eagles and Rams. Great NFC battle at SoFi. And then tomorrow on Monday Night Football, it's the Ravens and Chargers also at SoFi Stadium. And he's going to take this all the way to the house. 76 yards. Touchdown, Chicago. A terrific job all the way around, especially after the catch, Greg, to take it to the end zone for a touchdown.
I'm just so impressed by the acceleration of this receiver, Mike. He catches what is a short pass, and he's able to turn it up the field and take it all the way for 6. That is an impressive play, run after catch.
Santos for the extra point. He's got it. And the Bears will extend this third quarter lead. So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. Chandler now to return it. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. The Vikings offense ready to get back to work. So they come to the line for first down and 10. They'll fake the give, and now it's McCarthy. And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. Guys, 1st and 10 in the red zone. A run here with Swift. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. On the bootleg, it's Williams. hauled in at the 2. And he's into the end zone yet again. DJ Moore. Touchdown, Bears. That is 3 touchdowns in the game and 4 for the season. And that is the hat trick. What a game. His 3rd touchdown reception of this one.
And nothing they've done to slow him down has worked, Mike. This defense, they're throwing multiple guys at him. They're playing man. They're playing zone. It doesn't matter. This guy is having his way, and he's having a day.
He gets it to go, and the Bears add on to their already sizable lead. So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. Chandler now to return it. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. Following the kickoff, we have an injured player on the field. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. He was looking for T.J. Hockenson on that one. And it'll bring up 2nd down. Setting up to throw is McCarthy. Taking this one downfield for Hockenson.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot. This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
Uh-oh. Oh, looked like he may have hit a seam for a moment, but he's taken down after a solid return. The Bears offense back onto the field for their next possession. Hey, Greg, this has been something to watch. Let's go through some of these highlights. Touchdown after touchdown after touchdown.
And this is one of those games where dreams are a reality, Mike, and you just can't ever predict when you're going to have a game like today, where just every play call, every ball that you throw, every option that you have downfield is wide open and productive. It's pretty incredible, the ability for them to continue to have their way with this defense, because barring some sort of change from this secondary where they come up with some answers, I don't even think they're done scoring just yet.
He was looking for Keenan Allen on that one. And it'll bring up 2nd down. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
2 incompletions to start the drive, and it leads to 3rd down and 10. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. That one is batted away. Incomplete. No separation that time. Tightly defended. It brings up 4th down.
How often do we see teams kind of nurse these big leads, Mike, especially as the game unfolds? They turn to the ground game. They try to slow everything down. Well, not this offense. They refuse to take their foot off the gas. They're still mining for explosive plays. And frankly, with the way today's gone, I don't blame them.
Good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. The Vikings offense and their quarterback set to... They'll come up here 1st and 10. On the ground to start the drive, it's Achane. Trying to find some place to go. Developing, tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
That's caught downfield by Jefferson. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10. To throw, it's McCarthy. A short one taken by Hawkinson. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
McCarthy to the air on 2nd down. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
To the air once more is McCarthy. He'll go right and find his running back. And he'll try to get to the marker, but he's going to wind up a yard or 2 short.
Nice job by the defense there, stopping them short on 3rd down. Brings up 4th, but Mike, honestly, I don't think there's much decision to be made. He's got to keep his offense out there. They need to come away with points. Find themselves down multiple scores in this one. They're going to have to maximize these possessions.
And he's going to pick up the Vikings' 1st down as they find a way to keep the chains moving on 4th down.
Little test of wills up front, huh, Mike? I mean, who wanted this one more? Who would get off the line quicker? Who would drive the other side backwards? Pretty impressive that not only are they the ones that won the battle, the defense knew what was coming and still couldn't stop it.
Now the first carry for Cam Akers. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down. Running is Akers. And he's going to have a 1st down. Good run down inside the 45-yard line.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
They will not get this one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Awesome.
They'll run here with Akers. Open space to the 35. And he's out of bounds all the way inside the 15-yard line. A big play for Minnesota. 35 yards.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
They can still get a 1st down at the 1. 1st and 10, they go from the 11. On the ground, it's Akers. And he'll get this inside the 10, but not much further than that. Akers. And he will get forward for about 5 yards. That sets up 3rd down. They'll try and run the option left. And he's going to go backwards on that one. They take him down back at the 6-yard line.
You have to wonder if next time, does the play caller give his quarterback some options to check out of this play? It was clear before the ball was snapped, this was not a great look for that play call, and you can see the end result.
The offense staying out there for this 4th down. Will Reichard now on for the extra point. Oh, do you believe it? It's no good. That is his first extra point miss of the season. Reichard out now following the touchdown as he kicks this one away. This fielded at the 2. A good return as he takes it across the 30. So, three tight ends in the game to start the drive. This drive will begin with a run by Swift. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
Stephon Gilmore there defensively to break it up. They come to the line needing 11 here on 3rd down. They'll run. It's Swift. Looking for room out on the edge. Not going to find it. As a matter of fact, I think they tracked him down behind the line of scrimmage. Good job by the defense, and it's 4th down. The Bears sending out their punt team as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. A fair catch. He's going to call it and take it right around his own 30-yard line. Out comes the Minnesota offensive unit as they get set to take over. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with 1st down. To throw is McCarthy. Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
They just have to be better on 1st down. They've got to find a way to continue to operate ahead of the sticks, and I don't mind throwing it on 1st down. That is the best down in football to attempt to pass, but if they don't protect the passer, none of it's going to matter.
And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's a throw for McCarthy. Open man is Brandon Powell. He got a lot of what he needed, but just not enough. The mark is a couple of yards shy of the 1st down. Here comes 4th down.
They pick up a nice chunk play there through the air on 3rd down, but it's not quite enough to move the chains. Now the question is, how aggressive is this head coach willing to be as he tries to extend this drive?
That one complete to Sherfield. And he's going to pick up the Vikings' 1st down. They wind up with a gain of 11 on 4th down. McCarthy going to look to throw again. Taking this one downfield for Hawkinson. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
Throwing here on 1st and 10 is McCarthy. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And the Vikings are going to be looking at a 1st and goal. They move it down to the 4. And he'll take it on in. Throwing now, it's McCarthy. Oh, for the 5th time, he is intercepted. Picked off by T.J. Edwards. And he's going to be out of bounds. That is short of the goal line. And the try for 2 does not work. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
This is tough. You're trying to give your guys a chance and time it just right, but you have to hit it hard enough. This time, it doesn't go 10 yards. Not going to work out.
Here's a handoff, and Swift running right. And he's not going to get away. They're going to bring him down on the other side of midfield. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Another run here. Another run by Swift. And he's going to be swallowed up again. Back-to-back runs. Back-to-back losses. Now it's 3rd down. They'll go play action here with Williams. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a 1st down.
And another great throw. And I'll tell you what, Mike, so far today, this certainly does not look like a rookie quarterback. I mean, he is in complete control of this offense.
He is met and dropped. Good defense. Loss of a couple on that play.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning 1st down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
And he'll take this ahead for a gain of about 5, and here comes 3rd down. They will run it over center with Swift. And this defense holds its ground. They stop him for no gain. And 4th down's coming up. Santos's kick is good. And the Bears will add to their lead here in the 4th quarter.
I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
Chandler now to return it. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. From the gun, here's McCarthy. He's got a man open. It's Sherfield. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
And at this point in the game, trailing by this much, you're just trying to get something positive going. And even if it doesn't alter the outcome of this week's game, Mike, you're trying to build on some things that you can take into next week's practice, build off of and learn from, and hopefully carry it into next week's game to hopefully have a lot better performance, especially here offensively.
On 2nd down, here's McCarthy. This one into the hands of Powell. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. To throw once more, here's McCarthy. That one taken in. Jalen Naylor. Touchdown, Vikings. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. Reichert good with the extra point. And the Vikings are able to cut into the deficit. Even with 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning, they're going to try an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
Illegal touching. Offense.
They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. Here's a handoff to Swift. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Here's a 2nd and 6. They'll go again with Swift. Can't fault the effort. He got him a couple of tackles, but ultimately the defense gets him for a loss of yardage. You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Williams. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. 20 yards on that pass play. Good for a Bears 1st down. Here's Swift. Good blocking to the 15. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. DeAndre Swift. Touchdown, Chicago.
When you start talking about the qualities of a top-tier back in the NFL, Mike, we all talk about size, speed, the ability to keep your feet, the ability to have balance at contact. But the part we don't talk enough about is patience, understanding the blocking scheme, the timing, when to hit the hole, as much as what hole to hit. And I think you get a great example of what that looks like when it all comes together. He takes advantage of the scheme, and next thing you know, he hits his head on the goalpost.
Santos for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Bears will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. Chandler now to return it. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The visitors' offense and their big play wideout getting set for their next possession. Will try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Now McCarthy. Oh, a loose football. And I believe a Viking was able to get his hands on it. Yes, he was. Minnesota will keep the ball. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Here's McCarthy. Now a ball deep, middle of the field, and that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
On 3rd and long, here's McCarthy. He's going to look downfield once again. That'll change things. Out of bounds inside the 35. It's another big play in a game that's had its share. A gain of 57 yards. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. McCarthy. A quick throw. That's complete on the slant. They'll try to go up tempo here as they hustle to the line. Throwing again is McCarthy. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. So this one in the win column for the Bears. They get the victory